Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Guru Maheshwaraha, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Whatever we do or we do not do, the impact of that can be seen in three places. For example, I am giving you satsanga. Now, where is my attention? Where I am searching for the impact of this satsanga. One could be on audience. So, what will be my expectation? After listening to this satsanga, people will change. Net result will be, I will be the most frustrated person in life. Nobody changes because of us. Now the second place, where my attention could be, my attention will be on me. I am talking, I am teaching. By that, others are benefited or not, doesn't matter. But I will be destroyed. See? Now the third option, where can be our attention? Our attention could be on the quality of our mind. Before we begin anything, what is the quality of our mind? When the action is executed, what is the quality of our mind? And when the action is over, what is the quality of our mind? See? And it can happen only under one condition. And that condition is, are we living every moment under inspired mood or excited mood or frustrated mood or depressed mood? That will decide. If we are leading our every moment of our life in an inspired mood, then that inspiration will continue to be before, during and after the job is done. See how important it is. This we have to recognize. Nobody can do it for us. This is what Bhagavan Sri Krishna told Arjuna right in the beginning, in the second chapter. What was the condition of Arjuna? He came with a vengeance, bitterness towards Pandavas or towards Kauravas, and also the arrogance of his success in life. These two things are detrimental factors in our life. We must not have bitterness towards anybody in this world. Bitterness brings out the poison in us. And second is, the perpetual success is very difficult to digest. See friend, we may digest failure, but perpetual success makes one so arrogant and thinks oneself to be superior than others. These two things happened with Arjuna when he came to the battlefield. And then Bhagavan Sri Krishna saw that this is not the right way. So he created problem. War was not created by Bhagavan. The problem before the war was created by Bhagavan Sri Krishna. How he created? He told Arjuna, do you know, you have to fight with your grandfather, you have to fight with your guru, you have to fight with your brothers. Come on, start. The moment it happened, Arjuna's all abilities, everything disappeared. See? Became frustrated. And as a result, when he decided not to fight the war, Bhagavan Sri Krishna gave him the first advice. Klaibhyam asmagama partha na etatvai upapadyate. Klaibhya or klibata means lack of inspiration. Don't yield to lack of inspiration in life. You have to live every moment under the shelter of inspiration. And when we are thus functioning under inspiration, our beginning is wonderful. Our action continues to be wonderful. And when the action is over, we continue to be the same. This is to be learned by doing the puja. How do we do the puja of gods? In our houses, we have got our personal gods. How do we do this? I remember as a child, I was punished because there was a rule. I had to do puja every day, and I was fed up. Too many rules and regulations. So I used to follow the shortcuts in doing puja. Bring all the gods in one go into the pot and put the water and move that. And then just somehow remove the water, put them back. Then chandanam to every god. If there is one, it is okay. There was a battalion of gods. As a child, I used to get so frustrated. Now what to do? So I used to dip all my 10 fingers into the chandanam. And then, now catch. See? Is this the way to do anything in life? See, friends, if we understand that what is really required to lead a meaningful life is, we must be inspired every moment. And that inspiration is not at the body level. At the body level, it is a perspiration. At the mind level, it is inspiration. And therefore, we are told to do various kinds of puja. And when we do the puja, there are so many details. So, aneka vasana mishra prapanchoyam dhrutomaya na annena iti anusandhanam atmanaha chandanam bhavet. Now we have to remain extremely aware. What? Aneka vasana mishra prapanchaha. All that is happening in this world, all that is happening to me, is 100% supported by me. Joy, we support. Miseries, we support. The health, we support. The disease condition, we support. The gain, we support. The loss, we support. In short, I am the substratum supporting everything. So, aneka vasana mishra prapancha ayam maya dhrutaha. I am alone supporting everything in this world. And therefore, if my attention is on I, where is our attention? Our attention is on what is supported. So when we are supporting the miseries, the net result is we become miserable. When we are supporting the joy, we become happy. See, I'll tell you certain 2-3 things. They are very secret. You will not get them in books. When you are happy, never promise anything to anybody. You do wrong things that time. Example, Dasharath ji has promised Kaikeyi when she helped him in the war. And okay, ask me anything you want. 3 boons. Whole Ramayana. Has he not given those? See? Instead of Dasharatha, had there been Bhagwan Krishna, that is why I like Krishna. He took the vow. I am not going to fight the war. I am not going to take the instrument in my hand. And he took it. See? Yes, I am taking what you have to say. See, friends. Second thing, when you are angry, never discuss anything with anybody. Third, when you are confused, never take any decisions. Three conditions of the mind. And therefore, we all have to lead every moment of our life in an inspired mode. And inspiration must begin the moment you come out of the sleep. But our condition is when we come out of the sleep, it is never inspiration, it is a burden. Oh God, what is the time? Yeah, it is already 9 o'clock. I will wake up at 10 o'clock, again sleep. See, friends, you must have seen these athletes when they run, they are standing near the start point like spring. And if I stand along with them and the whistle goes, they don't run, they shoot. And if I had to go, first of all, I'll hold my lungi. By then, they have already reached. How you begin your day determines how you live through the day. It is for this purpose, this puja, etc. is told in our scriptures. See, then we become squarely responsible for everything that happens in our life. Normally, what is our condition? We are expert in blaming others for whatever wrong happens in our life, and whatever good happens, I did it like that. See, friends, if we are squarely responsible for all good and bad that happens in our life, then alone we will improve upon ourselves. See, competition is required in both the areas, in the material world and in the spiritual world. What is the competition in the material world? See? I went to one school just to see the school. And they took me to the zoology laboratory. Some exhibition was going on. I was asked to cut the ribbon, all that was done. And then they were showing me so many live specimens. And there were about 3-4 of them crabs. And all of them were covered with some lid. And I was watching them. Oh, this is Indonesian crab. This is Philippine crab, this is Bangladeshi crab, like that. On one crab container, there was no cover. So I told that girl, I said, hey, you have forgotten to cover it. Because why you have covered them? No, they go out. Then what about this? They will not go out. How come? One crab will pull the other crab. Why? They are Indians. See? The competition in the material world is, how can he go ahead? I'll teach him. Compete with others, you are in material world. Be attentive. Compete with yourself. You are on the spiritual path. Earlier, I used to become very angry. Now, to some extent, I have reduced. Compete with yourself. See, friends, therefore, when we recognize this, everything I am alone supporting, so why blame others? And when this blame game stops, then we are focusing attention on ourselves. If I blame, I am miserable because of my wife. What will be my spiritual practice? To improve the wife. This is called as Ashakyanushthan, impossible undertaking. See, where Bhagwan Ram failed, he could not convince Sita ji. Jagjivan Ram, will they succeed? See, friends, therefore, What is Chandanam? Chandanam is the fragrance of our life, is the one who is supporting everything but not getting influenced by anything. That is offering the Chandanam. See, friends. Now continue further. Rajastamo tamo vritti tyaga rupaihi tilakshatahi atmalingam yaje nityam jivan mukti prasiddhaye. Raja sattva tamo vritti tyaga rupaihi. The sesamum seeds which are used for puja, they are different colors also. So they are compared with the three gunas, sattva, rajas, tamas. So when we offer it tilakshatahi, what is happening? Atmalingam yajen nityam. In this manner, control the impact of the rajas, tamas and sattva in your life. Now how to do that? First, tamoguna. I am telling you the subjective understanding. Try to catch it. All sense organs are seen by the respective sense of all the sense objects are seen by the respective sense organs. Yes. So where is our attention? Is our attention on our vision or our attention is on the objects? On the objects. And then what will happen? I like this, I don't like this. I want this, I don't want this. Because attention is there. But when we go to the eye doctor, see, so what they will do? You say, sit down here and there. Now can you read that? The last line, no, I can't read. Second line, no. Third, no. Top line, no. Oh God, that means he really has got very bad vision. So the doctor puts the letters, maybe 2 feet tall letter. Now can you read it? No. How come? I don't know English. Now what can you do with him? See? He was testing the eyes and the Dumbo was talking about the knowledge. See? So here the doctor will fail because he wanted him to see his own eyes. But he was so much lost in the outer world that he is not aware of his own eyes. So when we go to the doctor and the doctor tells read this, then we come to know, okay, this I can't read. Meaning what? Now our attention is on our vision. So how to get rid of tamoguna impact on in our life? Let the worldly objects not make us miserable by their presence or absence. And for that our Mahamantra is there. Dekho, suno, mat bolo. See, hear, no comments. What is the world? World is only two things. See, asti bhati priya nama rupa iti panchamshakam adyatrayam brahma rupam jagad rupam tatodvayam. There are 5 things. One is Satchit Ananda and name and form. The Satchit Ananda is Brahman, the reality, and name and form is the world. It is something like an ornament. What is ornament? Gold and name and form. So gold is the reality, name and form are the world. Now what is the world? Samsara or the world is that which is constantly changing. See, therefore, where is our attention? Our attention is on the worldly things. Then we are under the influence of the Rajoguna. Our whole life goes only in that. Now we go to the next step. It was Tamoguna, sorry. Then we come to the Rajoguna. Now when we come to Rajoguna, we become workaholics. We can't remain quiet even 2 minutes. Why 2 minutes, 2 seconds? Once I was traveling from London to Mumbai. It was just around 9/11. So the flights were almost empty. And I thought, let me sit on the aisle seat in the middle, four-seaters. So when the flight takes off, I can remove the hands and sleep. That was my plan. And somebody came and sat on the other side of the aisle. I said, God, gone my chance. What can you do? And then the flight took over. And then there was kar. I thought, here also there are speed breakers or what? Why this is happening? Then I saw around, and the person who was sitting at the end of the same seats, aisle seat, he was vigorously moving his legs. I asked him, are you in a hurry to reach or what? See, many people, they keep on moving their legs so vigorously, they can't keep quiet. Too much of Rajoguna. Therefore, learn to remain cool. It is for this purpose, when we are sitting for our puja, we are having a proper asan and we sit there, and then till the puja is over, we should not move. See. And then all movement should be properly directed. See? Rajoguna under control. The third thing is Sattva Guna. Sattva Guna is, do not react to any knowledge. First, do not create sound. Second, do not get influenced by the sound. These two things I am repeating. Work on it sincerely, my friends. I guarantee you, all that you have heard in the scriptures will be your direct experience. Only these two simple things. Do not produce words and do not get influenced by any sounds. Mind expresses as words. And words about what? Whatever is seen. What is seen? The world. And what is the world? Name and the form. So when the name and the forms do not disturb us, we go back to the pure consciousness. Now when we tell the world is name and form, we simply hearing will not, it must become clear experience. Now for example, this is a glass. The glass doesn't know it is a glass. I know it is a glass. So glass is the form and the name of the glass is in my mind. So when it is said the world is name and the form, what does it mean? The world is not only outside, the world is also inside. Outside world, you can go away. Inside world, where will you go away? Suppose I am fed up of somebody, I can go away. See? But if I am fed up of my own thoughts, where will I go? See, friends, then how we get fed up of? We start reacting. Therefore, make it a simple rule. Be in this world, we have to learn to remain without offering any comments on any issue in the world. By that, we give a status of reality to the world. In this manner, Sattva, Rajas, Tamas, these three Tyaga Rupai Tilakshatahi. So when we offer the Tilakshata to the God, we are now going beyond the Sattva, Rajas, Tamas. Then what will happen? Worldly objects, worldly experiences, and the worldly experiencer, the three will not be an issue in our life. Because what is our life? These three factors. Object of experience, experience of the object, and the experiencer of the object. Now out of these three, the experience and object are not under our control. The experiencer of the object is determined by us. See? One person likes the red color, other likes the yellow color. So what the red color person will say, what yellow color, yellow, dirty fellow, gee, I don't like it. Now what is the logic? No logic. So either we get lost in the worldly objects or our comments or experience about that object, and as a result, a personality is crystallized. I like this, I don't like this thing. These three factors are tamoguna, rajoguna and sattva-guna. When we go beyond the three, how to go beyond the three? Very simple technique. Experience without an experiencer is the truth. You have the experience at this moment, but experience of what? See? Not specified. Suppose I tell you, what is the color of this cloth behind me? Blue. So where is your attention? On the blue color. See? So you are born as an experiencer. When there is a noise and we get disturbed, irritated, experiencer is born. When we take food and we get something what we like, experiencer is born. So what should be the real spiritual practice? Go through the life, but don't precipitate in the form of an experiencer. See, this is what is mentioned here. Therefore, Rajasattva tamo vritti tyaga rupai tilakshatahi atmalingam yajen nityam jivan mukti prasiddhaye. This is what is called as jivan mukti. What is jivan mukti? You are alive, but you are liberated. See? Meaning what? One wrong example I will give you. I was traveling in US from somewhere to San Francisco, 3 hours drive. My friend with whom I was staying, he had Tesla, the latest model. And he said, Swamiji, we will go, I'll drop you there and then I'll come back. I said, okay, come. He sat and he said, now you will see, I have fixed the GPS, I will start the car, I will not touch the steering. I said, I have no insurance. He said, don't worry. And in and through, all the traffic, directions, changing the lanes, adjusting the speed, everything was done without involvement of the driver, although he was sitting there. See? So, car was moving, but there was no mover. Exactly the same way. Let the life be lived. Let there be no personality born. And be attentive. How personality is born? When we write autobiography of a Dumbo. Autobiography of whom? Only the waker. I was born. First bluff. Second thing, I was growing vertically, then horizontally. Then I became old, I died. So the whole story is only about the body. We don't live only in waking. We do live in the dream, in the deep sleep. But that portion of our life is completely erased. And we start thinking, only as a waker, only is my life. This is where we go wrong. Therefore, either write the autobiography of the dreamer or don't write the autobiography of a waker. Why we can't write autobiography with dreamer? Because one dreamer has no connection with the other. No relationship. In one dream I was a king, in other dream I was a beggar, in the third dream I was a teacher, in the fourth dream I was a corrupt politician. So what will you like, right? There is no connection. But when we are in the waking, we create a connection. We have seen that already, Yajñopavitam. See, when we offer Yajñopavitam, sacred thread to the God, what is that? We collect all the wakers, right, from day one till this date. And all of them are put together in a garland by the thread of consciousness or body identification. Like this garland. This garland is not an object. It is only an appearance. We may say, what a beautiful garland. Suppose we break the thread and remove all the flowers and thread together, will there be any loss? Everything is there. Then the question comes, where the garland has gone? Exactly the same way. When we write our autobiography, is the autobiography of a garland. If too many flowers, a long and big garland. If less number of flowers, small garland. If there is only one flower, no garland. If we live in utter present, wherever you are, whenever you are, whatever you are, be 100%. No autobiography. Again and again reflect on this. Do we have a choice to live yesterday? No. Do we have a choice to live tomorrow? No. We live only today. So try this. Be happy only today. Postpone. We are expert in postponing, isn't it? Procrastination. I want to, no, let us do it tomorrow. Today be happy. The whole life will change, my friends. So, Atmalingam Jaje Nityam Jivan Mukti Prasiddhaye. So, who is the Jivan Mukta Purusha? He who goes through the same kind of experiences as you and me go, but he doesn't get influenced by anything or anybody because he doesn't become anybody. He remains always a nobody. See? So, you take all the great masters, like for example, Ramakrishna Paramahamsa, or Vivekananda, or Swami Shivananda, or our Maharaj. See? Is it that during their time, the day was 40 hours? Is it during their time, the week was 15 days, the month was 60 days, and the year was 700 days? No. The same time scale, the same material problems, the same political turmoils, the same economic crunches, everything the same. But they have negotiated through without getting hurt. And hurt is the ego. See, Maharaj. Therefore, we have to live through these three gunas. But we have to be conscious about that we do not get unnecessarily involved in material possessions, in gathering unwanted experiences and becoming an experiencer. So when we don't become an experiencer, then I am neither good nor bad. Normally what happens? Holier than thou. Do you do meditation? Why I should tell you? No, I do for 2 hours. Only 2 hours. I do for 20 hours. 20 hours how? In 10 years. Now what we want to prove? Remember this thing. We don't want to prove anything to anybody in this world. Just be, without becoming good or bad. After this is said, now the next thing, we are offering Bilva Patra to Lord Shiva. Ishvaro Guru Atmeti Bhedatraya Vivarjite Bilva Patrai Advitiyahi Atmalingam Jajet Shivam. So we offer the Bilva Patra with the 3 leaves to Lord Shiva. What are the 3 leaves? Ishvara, Guru and Atma. They are not three. See friends, this we have to recognize. First, we Atma means ourselves. Now Ishvara. What is Ishvara? Ishvara is the controller. Ishvara is capable. See? So, what is our condition as a average person? We are under the influence of all the upadhis, or influence of the body, influence of the sense organs, influence of the organs of action, influence of the mind. We are under so much of influence. Who is Ishvara? Ishvara is supporting everything but not coming under the influence of anything. Now be attentive. If you are having tremendous anger in your life, and if you can swallow that anger without becoming angry, you, the average person, has risen to the level of Ishvara. See? If we have some kind of desire, I will kill him, and yet you don't come under the influence of that evil thought, you are Ishvara. The food is there. Doctor told, don't eat sweets. It is not good for you. No, but this is, Tirupati Balaji Prasad. How can I say no? But doctor told, you eat and you die. Okay. But if I take injection, then you are you. But if anything, temptation comes, be attentive. Temptation is available. Freedom is available to indulge. And you have the capacity to indulge. And yet, you do not become indulgent. Then, you have come to the level of Ishvara. Ishvara is the controller. And nobody can control us from outside. If we can control ourselves, we are invoking the Aishwarya in us. See? Then, Guru. So, Ishvara, Atma is one. Then, Guru and Atma. Be very attentive. This point also I told number of times. Normally, by Guru, what we mean, we keep somebody outside. He is my Guru. No. Remember this basic principle. Where is the hunger? In the stomach. Where is the food? In the plate. By looking at the food in the plate, will the hunger satiated? Then that food must be lifted from the plate and must disappear in the stomach. Then hunger will go. Similarly, outside is Guru. He must get inside. Now what the Guru gives? What the food gives? Hunger satiation, removing the pangs of hunger. What the Guru gives us? He gives us upadesha. He gives us instruction. He gives us guidance. He gives us Tattvamasi Mahavakya Upadesha. When he has given it, have we taken it? Or it is still only in the books? Therefore, real Guru is our ability to learn from every single experience of our life. If this happens, then the Sadguru is invoked. By writing the name Sadguru, nobody becomes Sadguru. Sat is only one, not many. And this Sadguru is the one when we learn from every single experience of our life. This I am telling you from the authority of Bhagavad Mahapuran. Dattatreya Bhagwan tells there, when he was asked, where from you learned all these things? He said, I learned from my gurus. How many? 24. He never says, my guru taught me anything. He says, I have learned from Guru. And then he enumerates them. First Guru is the space. From the space I learned. Space supports everything, rejects nothing, but doesn't get influenced by anything. This is what I learned from the space. So space is my Guru. Now this Guru, who is invoked in our heart, will never forsake us. This Guru will not compete with the other Gurus. This Guru is not contrary to any Guru. Because we are in a process of learning. Therefore, this point I have been telling you 100 times. Make a copy. I know you will not make. I am telling you. Make a copy. And write the title of the copy. What I learned today. Start from the first page. Don't write a thesis. What you have learned, 1 or 2 lines. Today I learned. Next day I learned. Don't do the same D2, 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 D2. No. Every day something new you have to learn. Like a child learns every day new. And when a child learns new, he tries to practice it. See? I was learning Bengali when I was in Calcutta. So the Bengali alphabets, reading, writing, many years, 40 years before, now I don't remember. So when I used to go out for a walk on the footpath, so I will look at some boards and try to read what it is. Maybe sometime little loudly, like that. So once I was reading a board, it was a clock shop. So it was written clock shop in Bengali. So it was written Ghadi ka dukan. That means a shop of watches or clocks. Ghadi ka dukan. So according to that, I read it. Ghadi ka dukan. And I felt so great. I have learned wonderful Bengali. There was a Bengali person behind me. He said, this is not the way, Bengali. Then please tell me. He told, घोड़ी के 2 कान. Now, घड़ी का दुकान और घोड़ी का 2 कान. घोड़ी, you know, mare and 2 ears. घोड़ी का 2 कान. It is a dukan. So when you are learning, you like to practice it, is it not? One lady in Mumbai, she learned driving and she was in Andheri and told me, Swami, anywhere you have to go, tell me, I'll drive now, I know driving. I said, okay, let's go. I had to go to Bendi Bazaar. So please take me. She started, came to Shivaji Park halfway and there was an open area. So she parked the car. I said, hey, we have to go further. Swamiji is such a lovely parking spot. I said, you have come to park the car or to take me to the Bindi Bazaar? Swamiji, such a lovely parking spot, I was tempted, I will stop it here. But I had to go further. So we'll take a taxi and go. I say, why this funny thing? Swamiji, there I cannot reverse the car. See, in the same manner, we go to satsanga and then we can give lectures to others. But when it comes to apply on ourselves, then the difficulty comes. Therefore, who is the Guru? Guru is our ability to learn from every single experience of our life. See, friends. Otherwise, we become only parrots. See? Om Trambakam Yajamaye Sugandhim Pushtivardhanam Urvarukam Yuvabandhanam Srimukhi Mahamrata Om. And finally, it becomes so fast that Shiva gets confused. Is he calling you? No, it's not my name. anything you do mechanically, you lose the charm of life. One day, one person asked me this question. He says, Swamiji, I have been hearing you for so many years. It is the same chapter, Bhagavad Gita, but every time you talk something different. I said, do you know why? Because I do not prepare my lecture before I begin. Prepared lectures are given by the tutors. They will give you, they download the notes and read them, and the same thing will come. No. Therefore, when you are learning from every single experience, I tell you where from I learned this. When for the first time I was talking to kids, I thought what to talk to the kids now. I am wise, educated, Upanishad, Bhagavad Gita, everything I read. Now these small kids, what will I talk to them? Bombay children, extra smart. So I said, hey, I will tell you the story of Dhruva. And then started. You know how Dhruva was dedicated to God? He was standing on one leg, hands above and chanting, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. So the children started laughing. Swamiji, not possible. We can't stand on two legs. And one leg, we can't do that. Tell something different. They are right. What is the use of that knowledge which you cannot practice? See, this is the instruction I got from the children. Then I said, okay. Then second story I told about Prahlad. When I started, again they started laughing. Swamiji, our papa is not like that. My father is very good. He was not like Hiranyakashipu. I said, yeah, these people are making me miserable. Then I thought, what to teach them now? Then I said, okay, let me tell Bhagavan Krishna's story. Do you know, when Bhagavan Krishna was hardly 10, 11 years old, with his small little finger of the left hand, he lifted the mountain, Govardhan. They started killing. Now what? Swamiji, when we lift the small finger, we go to bathroom. Hare Ram. And then one of them said, if he lifted, so what? He is God. God can do anything. Now what should I talk to them? I said, tell me what should I talk then? They told, you tell something what you have experienced. What we don't know. You will see from that time onwards, I never quote any stories from the scriptures. Only for this reason. See friends, learn. And the day you take this as your spiritual practice, you are bound to grow wise. And if we don't learn from our own experiences, we grow old and otherwise. Old otherwise, people have nothing except complaints about everything in this world. Therefore, Ishvaraha Guru Atmeti Bhedatraya Vivarjite. The same Ishvara can be invoked in our heart when we are self-controlled. See, in Yoga Shastra Patanjali, he gives 8 steps, Ashtanga Yoga. Yama, Niyama, Asana, Pranayama, Pratyahara, Dharana, Dhyan, Samadhi. The first 2 steps are Yama, Niyama. But most of the yoga students, they bypass these 2, directly go to the asana. What is the Yama? Yama sadhana is, we are not a problem for the world and the world is not a problem for us. Niyam sadhana is, we are not a problem to ourselves. And then you come to the asana, and what is asana? Sthira sukham asana. You are steadily happy and happily steady. That is asana. And how it can be achieved? Prayatna shaithilya. Relax. Relax. Don't try to prove anything to anybody. Be yourself. We have no competition with others. Everyone is perfect in their own place. Mind your own mind. See friends, when we thus start controlling ourselves, then we are invoking Ishvara in our heart. And when we start learning from our day-to-day experiences, we are invoking Guru Maharaj in our heart. And thus, Ishvara Guru Atmeti Vedatraya Vivarjite. They are not different, they are one. And this is the meaning of offering the Bilva Patra to Lord Shiva. See how beautiful things are, Maharaj. So, Bilva Patre Advitiyahi Atmalingam Yajet Shivam. Now just take another example to make this point. There was a school and the children were fighting, shouting, making noise. Kids, maybe 4, 5, 7 years like that. And one child just said, "Hey, Miss is coming." The moment he said, "Miss is coming," everybody became quiet. Whether she is coming or not. But it was, she is coming. What happened? They became aware of someone of whom they have either respect or fear. Now apply this principle. In our heart is our beloved God, our Guru. And whatever we do, before the action is performed, He knows it. Whatever we talk, before we talk, He hears it. Whatever we think, before we think, He knows it. Become aware of your dharana, dhyan, samadhi. Establish in no time. You do not have to struggle. Dharana, keep the mind inside. And then dhyana. Sometimes, I feel Krishna is better. No. I like, Rama sometimes. No, but when Rama comes, that arrow and I touches me. I will take Shiva. But the snake is there. Mind becomes absolutely dissolved when we remain aware of, I am telling you, not doing anything. Only remain aware that the Lord in our heart is knowing every action that we do, hearing every word that we speak, knowing every thought that erupts in our mind. See, my friends, all the problems are because of wrong thinking. Correct the thinking. Problems can never be solved. Problems will be dissolved. Samasta vasana tyagam dhupam tasya vichintayet jyotirmayatma vijnanam deepam sandarshayet buddha. Now after that we offer the dhupa and the deepa. Dhupa is the incense stick we offer. So, samasta vasana tyagam. What is the vasana? What are the impressions on our mind? They bring out the smoke. When we put the agarbatti or the dhupa, the smoke comes out. So, samasta vasana tyagam dhupam tasya vichintayet. Now let us recognize who is the prompter of our life. There are two options. Whether it is the Kama, the desire, or it is the Shama, the divine. Who is prompting us into activity in life? I do this thing because I like this. I don't do this thing because I don't like this thing. I do this thing because this is right. I don't do this thing because it is not right. See the difference? Now, who is guiding our life? Are we under the influence of personal likes and dislikes, together called as vasana? or we are functioning under the umbrella of the wisdom, what is right and wrong. See? Therefore, samasta vasana tyagam. Let us not be too much overpowered by our personal likes and dislikes. About this, I'll tell you a simple technique. If we control one organ, not two, only one. What is that one organ? Tongue. Tongue is two in one. When it is used for tasting, tongue is called as rasana. In English, there are no two words. So, rasana. So, when we take food, give yourself minimum choice. Whatever comes, that is the technique I follow. Before taking food, I tell the food is very good. Because afterwards you will have to tell lies. And then you will get sin. See? So once you say the food is good, then you finish it off. Second thing, don't hang on the table for 1 hour. See, I was in Kaivalya Dham sometime, and there used to be students coming from all over the world. Many people coming from West, Europeans or Americans or Brazilians or so many of them, they have to put a board in the dining hall. Dining hall will remain open only for half an hour. Do not hang around in the dining hall, because once they will go and sit for taking food, go on gossiping, they don't stop. See? So two things. One, control over the tongue as regard taste is concerned. And second, control over the tongue as regards talking is concerned. Talking is karmendriya and tasting is jnanendriya. See? Vishaya vinivartante niraharasya dehinaha rasavarjam rasopyasya param društva nivartate. On this Bhagavad Gita shlok, Santa Ganeshwar has given a different commentary. He says, you can control all your sense organs of action, except one. And what is that? The tongue, the taste. There was one old man on the deathbed. So the doctor told his sons, my dear, now nothing can be done. Maybe he is there for maybe an hour or two, or maybe little more, but that's all. So whatever his desires are there, you fulfill that desire. So the children ask, Papa, now see, doctor has told, now you can't be survived. So as an ideal son, I want to fulfill your desires. What is your desire? Please tell me, I will fulfill that desire. Now that old man, he said, these doctors did not allow me to eat good food for last 6 months. Now I am dying. At least now you give me nice chicken. The last thought was chicken. Next life he is born as cock, 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 cock. Whatever is the last thought, that is the blueprint we give to Dharmaraj. How important it is. And therefore, our scriptures tell, if you keep on chanting Lord's name, because prana prayana samaye kapavata pittaihi, at the time of death, because the kapha and the vata, you are not able to chant or do anything. Not only that, your will to say or think or do is completely paralyzed. That time what can happen? Which is happening without efforts. About this I will tell you one of my experience. There was one lady from Sikkim. During the winter in Sikkim, she used to come and stay with me in Kaivalya. Those days I was staying there. And she was so different type of lady. Whole day she will be busy doing something or the other. I used to tell her, Amma, why you are doing so much of physical work? No, Swami, you don't worry, I like it. So then just to tease her, one day I told, I said, Amma, see, our house from outside, the walls are so dusty, they are not clean. And I went for my talk. And to my surprise, from somewhere, she managed to get a ladder and a bucket with the soap, water, and with the cloth, she gave a bath to the whole house from outside. I said, Amma, are you mad? No, but Swamiji, you told, na, it is dirty. Really, it was dirty. I don't know how I didn't see that. I said, why do you do like that? Swamiji, have you seen me how I sleep? The moment I land on the bed, next 8 hours, I am in deep sleep. I work for the whole day because I have to earn good sleep. See? Our problem is, one lady goes to the doctor. Doctor Saab, I don't get sleep. What should I do? What should I do? Doctor start, okay. What do you do whole day? I sleep. What can you do? Friends. So she was all the time, Swamiji, Swamiji, Swamiji. Nothing else. She has only one mantra, Swamiji. So when I was in USA, I got a call from her son that she is completely on the in the hospital ICU and she wants to talk something but she cannot talk. She only says, Swamiji, Swamiji, but that's all. Nothing beyond it. So what she has to tell you, do you know? I said, I do not know. But she is talking only Swamiji. So what we have to understand is this. That which happens without efforts, that only is with us at the time of death. See, friends, keep chanting Lord's name. With every breath, name should continue. Hari Om, Hari Om, Hari Om. This you have to practice, then it will happen. See? You want to do one experiment? See how you will go wrong, I will tell you. Not how you will go right. Not difficult. Breathing, we don't put efforts, is it not? Breathing is happening. And if you chant the Lord's name, synchronizing with the breathing, then that will also start happening. There will be no effort involved. So, along with the breathing, you start chanting whatever name you like. Breathe in, take the name, breathe out, and take out the name. Stop. You know what you are doing? You are trying to synchronize the breathing with your chanting. That was wrong. With the breathing, you chant. When you try to breathe according to chanting, efforts are involved. When you are chanting, synchronizing with the breathing, efforts are not involved. As a result, when you are doing nothing, simply sitting, driving, etc., you have nothing to do, nowhere to go, then breathing is going on. And by this practice, the moment you are free from any occupation, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, immediately it will switch on. Again is something, then do it and get involved, no problem. After it is over, again it will start. Don't chant so that the breathing synchronizes with the chanting. No. Breathing should be naturally going on, and with that synchronize the chanting. In this manner, samasta vasana tyagam dhupam tasya vichintayet. So all the smoke of our personal likes and dislikes will slowly disappear. And then jyotirmayatma vijnanam deepam sandarshet buddha. Then after the dhupa, then we show the deepa, the light. See? What is the light? Jyotirmaya atma vijnanam. I know the waking experiences without becoming a waker. I know the dream experiences without becoming a dreamer. I know the deep sleep experience without going to sleep. Friends, this experience, if you like to simulate with something, is like the space. Space supports everything, rejects nothing, at the same time doesn't get influenced by anything. So, joy is there, joyful. Misery is there, miserable. Samsara is born. So our attention is only on this. Let there be experience, but no experiencer is born. Slowly, we will be in this world, but we will be beyond the limitations of the world. Jyotirmaya Atma Vijnanam Deepam Sandarshet Buddha. This is showing the lamp to the Atmalinga, the non-dual reality that we are. Remain in awareness. Never were we born, never do we change, never do we die, never can we be absent. That eternal presence is our essential nature. Hold on to that, my friends. Nobody can do it for us. Give it a try and be happy. Don't give a try, I'll be happy. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om.